Hello everyone. Now in this we will see snapshots. We'll see how we can manage the snapshots. Now what is the snapshots? Snapshots is just like uh, information about the virtual machine, a complete information. It is stores the information about the machine and hard disk, network configuration and everything. We take snapshot mostly for the backup purpose, so that we can have the backup of our virtual machine, or sometime when we are going to do some major changes in our virtual machine and we feel like it is going to be corrupted, or maybe something wrong could happen. So we can do what? We can take a snapshot of the virtual machine. So it will do what? It will take a snapshot of the current states of the virtual machine, the configuration, storage and the hard disk and everything. We can assume like this snapshots are like just normal VM templates of the virtual machines, but it is having the information about the everything what we have in the virtual machine, all the information of the virtual machines. Then we take the snapshot and we can export that snapshot also, but exporting is different. Exporting does not take the information about the like network configuration or storage, but this snapshot take the information about the other things also. So we can take the snapshot by using the XenServer, or we can take it from the command prompt also. So from XenServer we can take the snapshot. We can even take it from the command prompt. Now this is my virtual machine which is still running. Now unlike the exporting the virtual machine, we don't have to shut down the virtual machine. We can take it while it is running, and also we can take the status, the running status of the virtual machine also. We can take the snapshot with the running status also. So for taking the snapshot, we have option here. You select the virtual machine, then in the virtual machine tabs you have this snapshot tab. Here we can take the snapshot. Now first, what we have here in the virtual machine. So in this virtual machine, I have this one software installed, and nothing else we have here in this virtual machine. Now suppose I want to install some software into it. Let's say for example, I want to install Adobe Reader here. This Adobe Reader. But before installing this, I want to just take the snapshot for it, so that if anything goes wrong, it is just a small software, but it could be a big software when you're trying to install and you feel like it is going to something happen to your virtual machine. So you can do what? We can take the snapshot. So for taking the snapshot, we'll go to snapshot tab here, and here we have option to take the snapshot. Now when you click on the snapshot, it gives you the option to give the name for your snapshot and the description accordingly. So we can make sure like we give. So this is or I will just say for Adobe, and I'm taking this is before installing Adobe. Okay, now you have two options to take the snapshot. First one is the snapshot, the virtual machine disk. Now it will do what? It will take the snapshot of the virtual machine with the virtual disk also. And it will do what? At the time of when we take the snapshot, it will halt the other machines other working, so that it will take the snapshot properly. Now there is one more option here, is Quizy option for taking the virtual machine snapshot. Now this option will take the benefits of the virtual machine Windows volume shadow copy services. So it will do what? It will take the benefit. It will use the benefits of the Windows volume shadow copy services. Now this one help you to take the backup, take the snapshot of the Windows volume shadow copy services aware application, just like Microsoft Exchange or Microsoft SQL. In the server, this is not the server, it is Windows 8, but if you have you're taking a snapshot of the server which is having those applications installed, so we can click on this also, and then we can use, and it is only for Windows. and we can click on this and we can install, we can create the snapshot with that. It will do what? It will stop, it will those applications which is aware of the VSS service, they dump the information into the disk and wait for the snapshot to complete, so that we will not feel any corruption. But it will do what? It will increase the overhead, it will decrease the performance, but it will be good option to take the snapshot for those servers. Right now it is not available, but for this to be available, it says the volume shadow copy services to be enabled on the VM. Now this is Windows 8 and it is not enabled by default, so it is not showing this option. So for using it, first the volume shadow copy services must be enabled. Then you have one more option, snapshot the virtual machine, disk and memory both. Now this snapshot will do what? It will take the snapshot of the disk and virtual machine information, and also it will take the information about the running memory. That means the running status of the virtual machine also. So next time when you go back to this snapshot, it will go back to that position when your machine was running, the applications was running and everything. It will take the snapshot of your RAM actually. And it will take a lot of time to take also. Now first I will do this, I will take this snapshot. I will say okay, I want to take this. And as you can see here, it is creating the snapshot, and it will not take that much time that the snapshot of disk and memory take. Okay, now it is done here and we can see the snapshot here. This is the base one. Then we took this snapshot. Right now we are here. Now whatever the changes you do, that changes will not be saved because the machine current status has been taken. Now what? I will do some changes here. I will install this software now. Now remember, this software, when I am installing this software, that is not inside the snapshot. Now this is normal Adobe, so I will install it normally like we do any other software. Now it is finished. So I installed this software. Now we have two softwares installed, this VLC and the Adobe Reader. But remember, when I took the snapshot, there was only VLC, the Adobe Reader was not there. So in the snapshot there is only Adobe Reader. Right now in here we have two. Now this snapshot, you can see the time and date, and this snapshot has taken normally. We have not taken the snapshot of the memory. Now what that means, it is in a shutdown state of the virtual machine. So when I go back to this state, what it will do, it will shut down the virtual machine. It will keep machine shut down because we have not taken the snapshot of the running state. We have taken only the snapshot of the disk. And if we want to take the snapshot of the running state, then we will take the snapshot of the second option. Now I will take the snapshot of the with the second option. For that, what I will do, I will run some things here. Let's say this Explorer is open. I will open the settings. I'm going for the performance settings, personalization settings. So this setting window is also open, or even we can open some softwares also. Let's open the VLC. Now this is what the running status. That means this machine is running right now with some applications, some softwares and like this. The window is here, the Explorer is opened here, the settings are here, the VLC is here. Now when I take the snapshot of this state, then it will keep the status, like it will keep the running state in the snapshot, and it will take time to time to take the snapshot also. So let's do that. I will go to snapshot again. and I will say okay, I want to take the snapshot of the current position. I go to take snapshot. I will say the running state of my VM, and this is with Adobe, and this time I will select this snapshot, the virtual machine disk and memory, and I will say okay, I want to take this. Now it is creating a snapshot, and it will take more time than the time it was taken for creating this snapshot, because it is going to create the snapshot with the memory. So we have to wait for some time that it will complete the snapshot. Now the snapshot is completed here, and we have two snapshots, and you can see they are in different colors. These different colors also indicates that this is the normal snapshot and this is a snapshot with the memory. And here when you see this snapshot, you can see there is no screen it is showing, because the machine, the snapshot is in the shutdown state. Now when you select this, you will see the screen also, the what it was that time. So we can see that, we can check the properties also, what we have written into that. Then also what we can do with these snapshots, here you can go back to that snapshot with Revert to, and also when you click on the action, you have option to create the new VM from this snapshot also, because it is like a template. So we can use this as a template to create the new virtual machine from here. Also we can save it as a template also. Then also we can export it to a file so that we can take it as a backup of our virtual machine. Then we can go back to that snapshot. Now our machine is running. So what I will do here, I will go back to, remember this state of this machine, these windows were open. Now I want to go back to this snapshot. Now this snapshot is only the disk snapshot, so it is not running the machine is not running. So when we go back to this snapshot, the machine will remain on the shutdown state. So I will revert to this, select the snapshot and revert. It says, are you sure you want to revert to this? I say yes. Now what it says here, take a snapshot of the VM current state, then revert. So while you are trying to revert it, so it says like maybe the current status of your machine is not saved, because it is going to remove all the current status when it goes back to that state of that snapshot. So if you want to save your current status, then what, you can take the snapshot. It is only giving you the option for that. But I know what I am doing, so I am not going to take it again. I will say yes, I just want to go back to that snapshot. Now it is reverting my machine to that snapshot. And remember, it is only the disk snapshot, so it is not going to run the machine, it is going to shut down the machine. Now my machine goes back to this snapshot, Adobe, and you see now from here we have two branches. One is this, and right now we are here from this Adobe. So if I take one more snapshot here after this, then it will create one more branch here. And here you see my machine is now starting because it was shut down. Now when you go back to the snapshot, the machine is now now it is trying to start the machine, because at that state when we took this snapshot, it is only the disk snapshot, so the machine is shut down state. Now after going back to after reverting to this snapshot, now it is starting the machine, and now our machine is starting. And after the start, we will see there is no Adobe, and it will be like normally restarting the machine. Now our machine is started, and it is starting like we did the restart, but actually we did what? We go back to the snapshot. Now as you see on the desktop, only we have VLC, we don't have the Adobe Reader installed, and any window which was open at that time, it is not open here, it is just a restart. Now I will try to revert to this running snapshot, the status of the running memory also. Now when you go back, our machine will go, it will not reboot the machine, it will actually do what? It will change our machine to this state, the running state. So let's try to go back to that snapshot, and we'll see that the machine is running, the machine will be keep running, and it will run with that same software, and you can see in this here, in this image. This is the status and it is going to be the same status. So I will go and I will say, okay, I want to revert to this. Again it says you want to take the snapshot of the current status. I say no. And now it will try to go back to this. It will take a little time to do that, and then our machine will be at that time. And now my machine goes back, and as you see here, it is keep running, and I go to check the console, and you can see it is the same status that when we took that snapshot. This VLC player was running, this settings was running, and this window was open. So actually it took the snapshot of the current running status of the machine. So this is what two types of snapshots we have. Now we can do it from the command prompt also, the same thing what we did here. Like we can use this option to Z VM checkpoint and the VM name and new snapshot label. To create the snapshot, to list all the snapshot, we can do delete the snapshots also. So this is here, I am connected to my XenServer through the command prompt, through the SSH. Now if I want to see the snapshots here, so I will run the command Z snapshot list, the snapshots which I have already taken. So it shows here we have two snapshots, a snapshot of the running state of the virtual machine with Adobe and the one which we take for the Adobe, and this is before installing the Adobe. Now if we want to create more snapshots, then what? We can use the command Z VM checkpoint. Now from command prompt, it is not called snapshot, it is called checkpoint. Then you will mention the virtual machine name, the machine which you want to take the snapshot. Then you will mention the name for your snapshot. Like we did this name, this is the name label. We can mention the name label, whatever the name label we want. So I want to give this name as a snap3. This is my third snapshot. Then also we can put the description if you want, like name, description if you want. I don't want to put, or I want to put. No, I don't want to put. So I don't want to put, and then I will just press enter to take the snapshot. Oh, sorry. Actually giving this name label, it is not name label, we have to give the new name label because we are creating the new. This name label is, instead of giving the name of the virtual machine, we can give the name of the name label of the virtual machine also. So I should have to give like this new name label because this is going to be the new snapshot. So this is the, I'm going to create snapshot 3. And now it is taking the snapshot, we can verify it from the XenServer also. We can see it in a XenServer when it is completed. Right now it is doing, and it will take a time for completing. And now it is completed, and when it is completed, it will give you the UUID also. It will display the UUID of this newly created snapshot. We can verify it from our XenServer. You can see this is the snapshot we have taken. The name of the snapshot is Snap3, and as a color suggests, it is actually a running snapshot. That means it has taken the snapshot of the memory also, and it shows the date and time, so we can go back to that time and date. Now from command prompt also we can see, we can check Z snapshot list, and we can see all the snapshots which we have. Now we have 3 snapshots, and this is the snapshot we installed via CLI. Because we didn't give any description, so it has generated the description by itself, and it is saying that it is installed via ZCLI. Now if you want to remove the snapshot, so we can just delete it from the XenServer. We can just delete from the XenServer. We can just select and then click on the delete to delete the snapshot. Or from command prompt, we run the command z snapshot uninstall and then snapshot UUID. So whatever the snapshot you want to remove, you will mention the UUID of that snapshot. Let's say I want to remove this snap 3, so 6D and tap, and this is the UUID. And then what I will say, I want to uninstall, and it says, do you want to continue? Now you see it is going to destroy the snap 3. This is the VM snapshot, then the VDI of the snapshot Windows 8 machine, then also the VDI of the suspended email. So it is actually take the information about the whole machine, the virtual machine configuration, that is metadata, and also it is the virtual machine's hard disk, virtual hard disk. So it is going to remove all. So I say yes, I want to remove, and now it is going to remove that, and now all objects are destroyed and we remove the snapshot. So if you see now, you try to list, now we have only 2 snapshots available, and even in the XenServer also we can see there is 2 snapshots. So this is how we can create and manage the snapshot, and we have these 2 types of snapshots in the XenServer.